Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel. My name is Jess and this is the first round of the timeless monthly tarot readings that I want to offer here on YouTube. I was inspired to do this from the channel Mana that was created and maintained by Adelina Bond. That channel is no longer up and it breaks my heart every single day. I was hesitant to say that part because I don't want people to compare me to her because she's just so amazing and such a gem, and we do have differences in our reading styles, but I just wanted to give credit where credit is due with that. So this is being a timeless reading. This is meant to resonate with you whenever you find it. And also just know that you can check out your sun, moon, or rising sign. So yeah, with that, let's just jump right into your reading. All right, so this month, Taurus, I can see you focusing on some kind of business, some kind of business opportunity, maybe even a contract or partnership here with the Devil card. This is major arcana energy, so it is pulling a lot of weight in this reading. This is something that you probably feel is very important on a soul level, but I can also see that you have different things pulling on you in the material world. Taurus being an earth sign and being a sign that is ruled by Venus, ruling that second house of values. You guys you think a lot about values, and I can just see you kind of weighing this experience, right? Because value is such a big word, right? And I know you guys are going to understand that. It's more than just money. It's, being able to relax, enjoy your senses, live the good life. And so I can see that in this business dealing or some kind of contract that you're working out, I think that there's somebody that's bringing this in, that's kind of introducing this in your life. You don't really know if you can trust them or not, but they seem to be a leader, and this person presents as very, very successful, very passionate, somebody that is very charismatic, a lot of people like, and they seem to have a lot to offer you. But I can see that you are distrustful. Don't let the Devil card here, throw you off. We're going to get into the rest of the reading here to really kind of suss out what's going on. But I do feel like there is some kind of a business proposal, something that you can move forward, but you are hesitant. And you're seeing what this person's offering, but you're really taking your time with it. Taurus is very grounded. You guys are known for your common sense, for your slow movements, and really being able to tell if something is valuable or not valuable. I think that for a lot of you, this is happening in the realm of finance, business, career, because the Devil is ruled by Saturn. This could be like kind of a fatherly figure, somebody who controls a lot of things but probably has high status, because the Devil card, right, this is Capricorn. Capricorn is the ruler of the 10th house, which is our public image, it's our career, and it has a lot to do with status. So I do feel like you sense that there's an ability to level up here in some kind of a partnership with this person. Maybe there is a chance for you to make more money or have maybe benefits or amenities or something like that, and you could be talking this out with your partner or with a friend, and you might actually, for some of you, you might be really, really into this. Like, you're not moving too quickly. You're not completely under this person's spell by any means, but maybe there is someone who is a little bit worried about you. They don't want you to make a wrong move. Signing a contract is a big deal, that kind of a thing. I can see in the past you might have been a little hesitant to work with people. Maybe you feel like people that you were either in a relationship with, or I'm really getting business with this, but it can be a relationship. They didn't really take things super seriously. Maybe you yourself have had a problem with overindulging and you feel like this is not the kind of character that you want to get involved in. You don't want to be swayed by your senses, by your addictions. You wonder if this person could flare up your addictions in some kind of a way. There might be some kind of issue with alcohol here for some of you guys. Taurus is a very sensory oriented sign, so just take that as it resonates. But you've always been kind of looking for a person to do business with, and to somebody that you can trust. Also, being ruled by Venus, you guys, I feel like you're looking for more of a one-on-one relationship, partnership, but you want that person to be a lot of things. You want that person to be trustworthy and somebody who you vibe with on an emotional level as well. And I feel like you've put a lot of thought into this. This is something that's brought you a lot of worry. Maybe you feel like in the past you've been one of the crowd and you want to stand out. You want to be able to move forward, to break away from the crowd and show people what you can really do, kind of get out of the rat race a little bit. And you've spent a lot of time thinking this over, but you feel like you're in a place of like, you just want to take some action already. But you might have had a missed opportunity with someone who like really cared about you over here. Because you've felt ready, like you've built a lot for yourself, I think, and you know that there's value, there's a certain stability to what you do, and you have a lot of tools at your disposal. But it's like moving to the next level. I feel like maybe you feel like you need some kind of partnership or some kind of group in order to really be able to move forward. But yeah, and maybe there was a missed opportunity in the past because you didn't really see this person's worth. Like that could be what this is bringing up, is like, again, this theme of value is really coming up for me. And it doesn't surprise me that it would come up in a Taurus reading. You guys don't be afraid, because you are very skilled at, first of all, one-on-one relationships. I feel like that's something to kind of keep in mind here. If this person that is approaching you has some kind of business or, group behind this person, and they're the front man to that, be careful, because tensions, I'm noticing this volcano in the background where it's a long process, but tensions could really kind of blow, because you do better one-on-one, Taurus. None of us are just our sun signs or whatever, right? We're never just one energy, so know thyself. but that Taurus energy in general, it does really, really well in one-on-one relationships when you have a solid foundation and a partner that you can really trust and vibe with on all levels. And I think that's something that you really know about yourself. But what's interesting is in the future, you have the King of Wands here, okay? This came out for Aries in the outcome. So I don't know, maybe you guys are working with an Aries or something, but you are doing it. You could very well be an entrepreneur, a business person. You are taking the reins, you're taking the responsibility, and you are moving forward. This move is expansive. You might be starting a new project. You might be wanting to branch out. You could be like thinking about, dealing with the bank, getting a loan. How are you going to get things financed? You might be considering working with a certain group, right? In order to get your dreams out there. But the King of Wands is an entrepreneur. He's, I kind of see him as a solitary leader. He's somebody who rallies the troops. So I'm not sure, I don't really see this saying either way, whether or not you're working with this person, but I would say be careful. And I think you kind of know that. Definitely don't be pulled in by this person's charms. You are charming, you are charismatic, people do love you. And there also could be a certain place in the world where you would have more success. Like if you've kind of been thinking about that, you might have more. Yeah, you could move your headquarters or something somewhere for some of you guys, or if you're thinking about moving somewhere. But you really are stepping up into your power over the course of this month. You just kind of have, you've got that chewing, you've got to chew on this, right, and digest it. Cows have 4 stomachs, they chew everything like 50 times. It's okay to chew on things and to really take your time. Don't let somebody push you into something or bribe you into something. And I can see that you are doing a lot of reflecting on this, because in the obstacle to this situation here is the Hangman. This is another major arcana card. So you're meeting this major arcana energy with major arcana energy of your own here. And you are, the Hangman is very much Pisces, Neptunian energy. So you're meeting this earth energy here with the devil and Saturn with Pisces, with water. This is because this is important to you. It's something that you love. You might be talking about this with trusted people around you to help really ground yourself. This is, again, you were taking your time and you're thinking about it. I think that's actually okay. There's a lot of energy of you really thinking something through before you take quick, decisive action here, because the King of Wands is all about action. So I can see that this is really serving you. You're taking your time, you're putting together a business plan. You might be working with some kind of a group to help you get that together. You're thinking a lot about it. You're thinking a lot about your friends, how this is going to impact your social circle, your social network. But when it's time to act, you are going to act. You're going to act very well. So what's weighing on your subconscious mind is the Seven of Pentacles, right? No surprise here. This is all about wealth building. This is about, really taking stock of what you've done, of how things have grown. You are a person, you've planted some seeds already in the past. And I do feel like you're at this was kind of coming through in the Aries reading, but just a little different. But you're leveling up in some kind of a way, but it's much more tapered than in the Aries reading, which you would expect, right? You are considering what's truly valuable. And I think, like I said, there's a theme with you guys of not equating value with money. You're thinking about the big picture and what's truly valuable to you, what you really want as a person. And if it's in line with your overall plan and your overall vision, the one that you've been working on for a really, really long time. So this is not a decision that you're making lightly. This is something that you're taking your time doing. You are chilling in your good space. I love how just Taurian this reading is. I love it. Because I see you guys just like chilling, kicking back with some wine, really thinking things through, doing your research, listening to what people have to say, using your good common sense, taking time to reflect, listening to those around you who you know have your best interest at heart, and not feeling very impulsive. But also, I can see when the time is right, that you're going to strike while the iron's hot, So the tools at your disposal, we have the Strength card here. This is another major arcana. You guys are rising to this challenge. It's such a slow ramp up. You guys have very intentionally cultivated this. I want to use the word cultivated, this opportunity. So you are holding back your impulsive nature in order to make the best decision that you can. You're relaxing. You're doing what you do. You guys are in your power this month, especially having the Devil card here, which is another earth energy. I just heard the undefeatable one. So that is, forgive me, I'm blanking on the nakshatra, but it's the final sun ruled nakshatra in Capricorn. So I just see you guys being in your power. I see there's some kind of culmination of something that you've been working towards for a long time, something that you've put a lot of hard work into. You might have even had to sacrifice some friendships and stuff over some social time and some friendships while you're working towards this goal. And you're just really kind of reflecting on that. This is a super calm energy, you guys. So how are you feeling about it with the Five of Cups? Maybe you guys are moving. Maybe you need to kind of move away. There's definitely this energy of moving away from a friend. Maybe there's a business partner or somebody that you guys have been working with. They're not as business savvy as they need to be. And you know that for your own success and for your own good, you kind of have to step away from that energy and act on your own. Oh my gosh. So for a lot of you guys, you're thinking about leaving a partnership of some kind. Love partnership, business partnership. Because you know that there's something better. It's like you've outgrown this person a little bit, Taurus. This is really tough because you guys you're lovers and you make very grounded, solid choices. And I feel like some of you needed to hear that. You're not being mean, you're not being awful, but it's like something about this, like things can't be the same as they were between you and this person. And this person is going to experience some kind of heartache, and that hurts you with the Five of Cups down here. And I feel like you feel a little guilty about leaving this person behind. You know? But I think it's best for your overall financial well-being. And I do feel like this person's been holding you back, Taurus. And I mean, you're handling yourself though in a very respectable way. You're thinking a lot about this, but and the tools at your disposal down here too. It's like you're kind of pushing this off. You know, you want to stand in your power. You're kind of holding back. Maybe you have some things that you need to say to this person. This could be a divorce for some of you guys, and maybe you were thinking. Some of you, no judgment. Like in the past, you could have just thought, well, maybe I can keep us together and I can just kind of step out. But yeah, you're ready to kind of hold off the storm for a little bit. Again, to just really thoroughly make sure that you're making the right decision here. So the outside influence is the world. She's clearly releasing and letting go. I love this card in this deck because the hat, this is the Witch's Tarot, right? So this hat, you'll see this hat in different stages, right? All throughout the journey. And then she finally lets the hat go. The hat is like the tool, you know, it's some kind of like almost divination rod of power. Like with magic, you know, it's said that you're binding your intention to the external world, right? That's all you're doing. So tools like hats and, you know, magic wands and those kinds of things. The magic always comes from inside of you. So with the world here, this is another major arcana card. As the outside energy, there's worldly energy that you're rising up to meet. It's like there's a whole big bright world out there and you want to grow. There's this need for growth. And you're not rushing into it, but it's calling you. You might need to move somewhere. Your vision just might not be matching up with this person's. And so you know that like this needs to end in order for you to be able to move on. I feel like you want to live maybe a simpler life. Just chill and just relax for a bit. Maybe you've gone on a vacation and somehow this vacation, like where you went somewhere and you were able to relax, you saw a different part of the world or something, and it just kind of changed your perspective on things. And I feel like you've been protecting yourself and it's kind of been building up for a while, but it's something that you've been thinking a lot about. And so, yeah. There might even be a certain person that you guys are thinking about from like your past or something. Okay, so with the Seven of Swords in the hopes and fears position, oh my goodness, this is kind of sneaky energy. There could be some toxic energy here going on, guys. Not gonna lie. Like if you're with someone else and it's like there's somebody else who struck your fancy, you have been thinking about how to reconcile this. And with the Seven of Swords, this is sneaky kind of energy. It's like you're hopeful that you can sneak around and not get caught. But you're also fearful of that because you want to be an honorable person. I can see with the King of Wands here. The King of Wands can control his wand, you know. Mars matures at the age of 28, and by that time, like a man rises up into that Sun or Jupiter energy and is not so much controlled by that wand energy. So the King of Wands, although he is passionate, although he's charismatic and he draws a lot of attention, he's probably had a lot of sexual partners in his life, he is someone that is controlling his own wand. So while I see you moving forward, maybe having to leave someone behind, I see you doing it in integrity. A lot of times the King of Wands is a husband. So the way that this shakes out in your life, although I am kind of getting an independent vibe from this, so the way that this shakes out in your life could be different for each one of you. I often get an independent vibe from the Seven of Swords. Like, yes, it does mean sneaking around and all of that. But sometimes I do think that it means acting independently, acting maybe even out of character, right? Especially with all that Taurian energy, like you're very calm, you're very stable, very predictable, right? Common sense, all of that. But Maybe you want to break the mold a little bit now. For a lot of you guys, you are considering a divorce. So with the Judgment in the card and the outcome here, this is the energy of Pluto, the energy of transformation. She's letting her freak flag fly here. She's got her purple hair. She's singing her own song. She's not paying attention to the outside world and what other people are going to say. She's taking her life into her own hands, and she's getting out and about. There's the energy of freedom. There's the energy of busting out of something here, Taurus. So busting out of some kind of restrictive environment, some kind of contract, right? Saturn rules restriction and contracts. So yeah, for a lot of you guys, this is a divorce. For a lot of you guys, this is business, partnership. But I feel like this month, Taurus, took me a minute to get here, but I do think that you are leaving somebody behind, somebody that you deeply, deeply cared about. I think you've thought through this a lot, and I feel like you're coming to the conclusion that for your own growth, this is something that you need to step out of. This energy, this stagnant kind of energy. You want to feel love again. You want to feel excitement again. You want to push the envelope with something. Your spiritual beliefs could be involved in kind of holding things back. Also, your status, your public image, and certain goals that you've worked on for a really long time. In this relationship, you've invested a lot in this relationship. I can see that weighing heavily on your mind. So, and I know that this is breaking your heart. You guys are not bad people in this pile. You're definitely not. But yeah, and then the outside influences, I'm just seeing, like, I'm hearing the world awaits. You know, it's like you're on that precipice of just taking another step and having everything change with the energy of Pluto here and with the energy of the world. And you're really having hopes that you can do this. I feel like you're hoping that you can settle this kind of quietly. I think you know that this is going to cause some pain and that there are certain things that need to change. But I think you're ready to step out on your own, Taurus, in some sense of the word. You're taking control of your own life. You are manifest destiny. You're manifest destiny this month, Taurus. So that is what I have for you. Took me a little while to get there. I very much take this journey with you guys, but please let me know if that resonated in the comments. And if you did like this, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And also feel free to check out your sun, moon, and rising videos, guys. All right, bye.